We are live. What's going on, everybody? Squidgrow Joe here with Defi Shaun. Guys, I know this ain't Infinaeon Friday, but this is a day of news. A lot of things happening today, and we're really excited. So obviously, we want to do some prop through live stream. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button. Comment down below if you're watching it afterwards. And when you do hit the subscribe button, make sure the notification bell, move that bad boy to all so you get notified whenever we do these impromptu live streams when we have the updates about Infinion.
What's going on, everyone? So just kind of wanted to do our little Infinion talk today, a little impromptu. Got some bad weather headed my way, so we should be back from Infinion on Friday, but I'll keep everyone posted on that. But didn't want to share some exciting stuff. So CoinPresso ads are finally up and running over on Web 2. They're not all approved yet, but we're going through the final approval process. But yeah, they are up and running. So we will start to see kind of some activity from that. So it's kind of been a long road getting all the tracking and everything set up, but those are going. I want to say, Joe, since the last time we've been on, we raised like 7,000 or 8,000. So again, moving right along with very minimal effort. But one thing that we did want to show is we kind of given some previews on it. But I know when we first launched our decks on BSC, a lot of people were not happy with the design, or not to say not happy. They weren't crazy about the design. They thought we can do better. It was basically designed by a non-designer. So we did bring in a professional designer, someone that a lot of people consider to be one of the better guys in the space designing. So he came highly recommended, but we do have some shots of what our decks is going to look like. And they definitely, excuse me, look awesome. So this is going to be the basic concept of the design. You got that nice black, you got the metallic green that we use that really, really pops. So this is going to be the staking page. As you can see over to the right, we have all of our staking. When you come up to the top here, you have the 1 month, 3 month, 6 months. If you're a burn staker, you have the piranha pool, and you also have the whale pool. Then you come down, it's going to give you your wallet balances, show you what the APY is, how many you have staked. This is the deposit page, so you can go ahead and stake it here. I don't think we have a screenshot of the withdraw page, but when you do hit that withdraw button right there, it'll have everything that you have, whether it be a 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, piranha pool, burn pool. It'll have it all lined up for you in a scroll fashion, so you can go ahead and scroll up and down. And if anything is available for you to take out as far as the end of the staking or anything like that, you're just going to simply go ahead and click claim. So everything that we've done, we just had a long meeting with the DEX team and the designer, is just to make everything as easy as possible, which I definitely think we accomplished. So that's the staking page. Let's see what we got next, Joe. So this is, I believe, where you would go ahead and add liquidity. Yep. So if you look over to the right, this is the liquidity page. So when you're adding liquidity, this is where you're going to pair. So you're going to have your token or ETH right here, which you can go ahead and pair with Infinion, and you can manage the pair. So this is what the liquidity page is going to look like on our decks if you're going ahead and you're pairing with Infinion. So again, a really cool design. And then this is if you want the wrapped version of Infinion. So if you're someone that loves the tech and you want to hold your ETH in our wrapped version of ETH, this is where you're going to go. So you're going to be able to transfer your ETH. It'll come right here. And where it says wrapped ETH, that's Infinion Plus. We wanted to use the version of wrapped ETH or WETH just because people know that and understand it. So when people come over and they see Infinion Plus, might kind of confuse them, or they may not be exactly sure. But if you want to hold on to some Infinion Plus and watch it appreciate in value, this is going to be the page right here that you're going to be able to go ahead and do that. And I think we got one more. So this is the actual swap. So if you were buying a token, selling a token, this is what the page is going to look like. To the right where it says DEX swap, I don't know why it's showing up like that in the PDF. I guess it's just not the best quality, but that's not what it looks like. It definitely pops a lot more than that. But yeah, if you're buying or selling a token, this is where you're going to come. Again, I think the designer, you guys give some feedback. He's actually right here, Web3. So he's actually in chat. He did a hell of a job designing it. Definitely give us some feedback. See what you think about. And yeah, definitely give us some feedback. We think it's a huge improvement over what we initially did. So yeah, that's just a quick sneak peek at what that design is going to look like. And this is going to be the basics theme for everything we do. The bridge, everything we do is going to have this kind of feel to it. And we definitely think it pops, because obviously, that was some people's concern, was that our decks wasn't going to pop. Obviously, it's going to be the landing page for what people see, so we want it to look nice.
The I think another question people might have is would this be able to be used via mobilely? So could you be able to do this on like MetaMask on your phone, and how would that
Yep.
work?
Yep, I don't think he. I believe that's what he's switching to next, right after. So 100%, it's going to be built for mobile as well. So what you're looking at right here, obviously, is the desktop or your laptop. But yes, 100%, it'll be designed for mobile as well. So anyone that's using mobile, which I would say vast majority of us use mobile. So yeah, it'll be designed. But that's a great question, Joe. If you wouldn't ask it, someone else would have asked it.
Well, yeah. It's a question probably everyone would want to know, because I mean, like, you're right. I mean, majority of our holders definitely are mobile, as well as PC. Definitely as well as PC. But it
Yep.
looks great. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think I love the color scheme. I love the way this looks. Know what is the main thing, and we always talk about this, Shaun. Simple is easy, and easy is what everybody wants. And in DeFi, that's the goal, is to make things as simple as possible, but as easy as possible. And this is what we want for everybody. We want to, and we always constantly talk about this. What can we do to make things as easy as possible? Because besides you and me and everybody else, you got to realize, everyone watching, that like when new holders come in, they want to find the easiest, simplest way to do this. They're going to see things like liquidity and go, "What is that? I don't even care. I just want to get involved." So this is a nice, easy, and simple way, and that's what I like about this, especially the staking page. Once again, super easy, super simple, well balanced. How much you have staked, what's the AP? This is stuff that everyday average Joe can see it immediately. Go, okay, cool. Nice, easy things that people can get involved with. But obviously, people want to use the tokens to buy into projects on the Infinaeon blockchain, but they want to also see what they have. They also want to see the option to stake. Like I said, I like this a lot. I like how easy it is. I like how beautiful it looks. It's like clean, simple, and easy and beautiful, and the colors obviously are perfect.
Yep. I really like how he took the green and kind of made it that metallic green. So when he kind of showed me the two different versions of just the regular green and then the metallic green, it was a no-brainer. Like the metallic green is yeah, that was the right call. It looks so clean, so smooth. And you're right, Joe. Like the more simple we make it, the easier it is for adoption. Everyone that's here right now knows that our main focus is on adoption. We want everyone using this blockchain. Actually just got off the phone earlier today with a pretty good dev. He's a dev that he's an honest dev, which is one of the things I like about him. He likes to launch a lot of projects. He has a million ideas. So that's the kind of people that we need on our chain that are going to be able to be launching some good, safe projects. So yeah, we're definitely still working on getting everyone there. I think I saw someone ask about the blockchain. The blockchain is currently in testnet. It's not out yet. It'll be out if everything goes according to plan. The blockchain itself will be out in about 30 to 45 days. So we're actually not that far. I can actually post that. So we're getting really close to the release of that. We are tightening up some things legally to make sure that we're all good when it comes to the legal aspect of having a blockchain and all that fun stuff. So just, yeah, as long as everything lines up, we'll be about 30, 45 days out and we'll be live.
Yeah, and once again, I just want to reiterate this point because it's a very important point, and we constantly make it. The blockchain's done right now. We're working on the pre-sale to get everything raised up for helping other projects, amongst many other things that we're looking to. And right now, I believe the exact number is a little bit over $53,000. And we have some news about the marketing that we've been talking about for a while. I'm not sure if you want to go into that, Shaun.
So yeah, for those that might have missed it, the Coin Presso ads, the first ones are getting finalized, getting approved by like Meta and the Web 2s. So those are actually going live today. There's still going to be more coming. So again, if you're hanging out on Facebook or Instagram or anything, there's a good chance, because I'm sure the algorithm knows that you like crypto. And there's a good chance that you're going to start seeing those ads. And that's where like CoinPresso really shines. And you can't expect for it to happen today. That's the main reason why it took so much time to set up the tracking, because they need to know who's clicking what, where it's getting clicks, where it's not getting clicks. So it's going to be about a week, 2 week process before you probably really start seeing the benefits of it. Could be wrong. It could happen way sooner. But yeah, that's why it was so important for us to set up all the testing and all the tracking so that we knew exactly what was going on with it. So that's exciting. That's up and running. Everything's coming together. And then again, what we're looking at right here with the decks, that's another thing that this is what the designer's building, and then Mark and the devs still have to come behind it, hook everything up. So that's another thing that we're going to be doing that we are waiting on. Even though the blockchain's ready, we definitely need that DEX and everything live. Not many people will be able to operate it going through the Explorer and stuff like that. That's way too complicated. So we definitely need our front end and our DEX and everything ready to go before we actually launch that blockchain.
Yeah, but yeah, like Shaun answered your question before, we'll be ready to come out soon and start this soon. We don't want to give an exact date, but it's not that long, and we are in the process of getting just the word out, and we want Infinion to be in the eyes and ears of everybody. We know there's a lot of things happening in the world. Tonight's the debates. It's going to be crazy. But we want everyone to understand that we're here to, we're working here right now while that's all happening, and we're getting ready for what we feel like is going to be the bull market. So we're looking to get this going as soon as possible and get everything running and hitting the ground. Jesus, the Lord and Savior. Amen, by the way. Do we have tokens launching right when the blockchain drops?
Oh, we definitely will. We did get with someone. I think I mentioned this prior. They had a really good concept for an idea that we thought would be the first token, or at least we're promoting it as the first token. Remember, when this blockchain goes live, anyone can launch at any point in time. So this may not actually be the first token, but it's the one that we're throwing, I guess, our weight behind. It's a really cool idea. It'll be able to be there and grow with the blockchain. I also think on one of these pages right here, whenever you're transferring over from, I think it's this one, when you're going from regular ETH over to the wrapped ETH, I believe that there's going to be a little box that tells you what the transition rate is. So at first, right when we launch, it's going to be 1 ETH for 1 wrapped ETH. And then it'll tell you, you'll be able to see the value of the blockchain growing by putting in 1 ETH, and then you'll see how much the wrapped ETH is worth. So as the blockchain, it may be 1 ETH is worth 1.01 ETH, 1 ETH is worth 1.1 ETH, 1 ETH is worth 2 ETH. So you'll be able to actually see it on this page about how the wrapped ETH is just continually going up in value. So that's going to be really cool, which is obviously the main selling point of the blockchain. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. And I'm pretty certain that that's going to be added. I know Mark was asking that to be added in there so we can get that displayed. So that's going to be exciting. But yeah, there definitely will be tokens launching day one. So yeah, have your ETH ready. And yeah, we're hopefully going to hit the ground running for sure. Yep. So yeah, it's in progress. So we are going to have that little button. So if you're ever wondering what our wrapped version of ETH or Infinion Plus, as we've called it, is worth, you can just come to our DEX right here, put in 1 ETH, and then it'll go right here to tell you how much our 1 ETH is worth. And again, it'll just continue to go up in value, which is awesome. And I really do think if you watch my videos, I like to use the term, we're changing the way you DeFi, because I really do think that once people start seeing how this blockchain works and then it just keeps going up in value, 1,000,000% there's going to be copycats, and it's going to potentially, hopefully, if we do this right, might even become the new standard for people launching, because it's just, why not? Why would you not want something that only ever goes up in value?
And, obviously, there's a lot of blockchains out there, a lot of layer 2s out there, but if there's a blockchain, and we're positioning yourself, by the way, and the way everything looks, I actually talked about this in Telegram. Our position is insane to be the next blockchain. If we become the next blockchain, people want to be now that, let's just say we was. Everyone's going to want a guaranteed value. Everyone's going to want guaranteed money. Everyone's going to want the safest bet. And this would be it. This is the definition of it, the way the country is designed, the way this is as far as rap. So we feel like that ETH will be the blockchain people will go to, because BSC is on all over the place, but ETH has high fees, and then people will see a layer 2, and that would be the it blockchain. That's the idea of what we're going with here. So when you ask about, like, do you guys feel like you even have a chance or a shot? First of all, if we did 10% of BNB, we're insane. Like, this project is a massive success. Everyone's gonna be happy. But the way we see it, BSC, I mean, like I said, I'm over from the Squidgrow community, and the Squidgrow community, which started on BSC, is leaving it. And Shimtoshi doesn't, like, he can stay on both chains easily, and even he sees it. Everyone is seeing it via BSC. BSC is getting weaker by the day. The main blockchain people are going to go on is going to be ETH. Now, on top of that, since ETH has those high fees, like I said before, people will go for layer 2s. It just makes perfect sense. People are going to see a layer 2. Obviously, they want something EVM, which we are, and they're going to want to get on something that has low fees, which we have. And then they're going to want to get something that has not only low fees, and that's EVM, but also is, I mean, not even just new, but something that has some technology built into it that people just don't. They understand it on a fundamental basis level, but there's so much more to it. And that's exactly what we have. That is what Infinion is. Once you have no other blockchain, by the way, look around. They don't offer this. So what we have here is a fundamentals, which nobody has. A nice, sturdy, wrapped way with the Infinion Plus token. And it's just ever-increasing value. Once again, we feel like we are perfectly in position in the crypto market. And we're looking forward towards this. So I just want people to understand that. Another thing is, by the way, if you have any questions, guys, ask questions as soon as possible. Shaun cannot stay here today. I can't stay today. We got a lot of running around today, but Shaun definitely can't stay here today. We got some things going on in the back, behind the scenes. So ask any questions. But we do have a question from Build Drift Break. He says, if we pave the way, do we have a progression to become our own layer 1?
Yep. So before I answer that question, Joe, I do want to kind of elaborate that people are hearing me say when we do, again, we've only really done AMAs with partners and stuff yet. We were really waiting for that Web2 as to get going before we did our real Web3 marketing. But I think people are hearing me say that it's ever appreciating blockchain, but I don't think people are comprehending what this is going to look like. Which again, this page right here, I really like how you're going to be able to see it in real time, just continually gain value. So again, I don't think people are really understanding how awesome this is going to be. And the more and more transactions, how crazier and crazier it's going to get. So I can't wait for it. The team and I have never really thought, or let me say this, the team and I have never really talked about it. That has crossed my mind. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. Obviously, with the layer 2, we have the backing of ETH. So it's going to be a lot more secure, a lot easier for people to get behind. But I would say to that, you never know. Maybe not. But I would be lying if I said it didn't cross my mind. Now, again, we would obviously have to redo everything. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's see how this goes. And who knows? Very possible.
And then we got a question from Trevante Henderson. He says, what can I launch a token on this blockchain?
So as soon as the blockchain goes live, anyone can do whatever they want. Yep. It's just like any other decentralized chain. Anyone can launch at any moment, whenever. So yeah, just stay tuned. Keep up with us. Everyone will be well aware of when this blockchain is going live. So yeah, if you have an idea, start getting it ready and you'll be good to go.
Kryptonite says, was that long ago you were super bullish on BSC, Joe? What made me change my mind? So it's funny you asked that, actually, because behind the scenes, the team wanted to do something, wanted to look over to another EVM like ETH and whatnot, and I was like, hell no. I'm like, BSC is easy, and if it's easy, everybody wants to be on it. We cannot leave BSC. And I gave a lot of pushback towards that because I do like BSC a lot. It's the first chain I really started getting involved in crypto with. But with that said, I mean, looking at BSC, it's a ton of uncertainties. CZ, the CEO, is no longer around. There is a new CEO, that's fine, but not a lot of people know who he is, number one. Number two, a lot of projects, I mean, just look around. A lot of projects are not launching on BSC. BNB used to be the bad boy on the block, and everybody launched with BNB. That was like guaranteed. But that's not happening right now. A lot of people are looking to other chains. Solana, which is it's BNB and steroids with the pump and dumps. It happens almost immediately, and it happens. I mean, you can literally see. You go on a pink cell chart when that launches. Any of the Solana projects, they shoot up, they shoot down. That's the end of that. For the most part, there are some that can recover, but majority of them don't. Then you look at like other EVMs that are layer 2. They have been taking the show. They have literally been going to BSC and taking their lunch. You look at Ethereum. People are buying on Ethereum, and those fees are insane. So when Shaun said, hey, listen, man, we got a layer 2. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about layer 2. And I said, dude, the minute I heard ETH, once again, I'm like, no way. ETH has high fees. It doesn't have 5 fees. When you're on layer 2, it's cheaper fees. We got this great technology we can launch on it. It's EVM compatible, meaning that day one, you slap it on your MetaMask. As much as you have BSC, you can have a layer 2 EVM easily on your MetaMask. Super easy. I said, let me hear more then, because BSC is not where it's at. We feel like in this new bull run, the next bull run, we feel like BSC is not going to be it. And if BSC is not it, to promote everyone to BSC when it's not it, you might as well go outside and try to fight the thunder. It doesn't make any sense. You got to go where the it blockchain is. And out of all the blockchains, if you take a step back, like all the blockchains, it's Ethereum. Now, obviously, Ethereum has high fees, but it is Ethereum. It's stable, and it's the one everyone's going to go to. BSC has so many. BSC's in a court case with the SEC. It's just not going to happen. Gary Gensler, old boy Gary, has ETH. It's clear what they want us to do. When the government or an Illuminati, what have you, it's not going to be BSC this bull run. Even though I would like it to be BSC, it's just not going to be. They have way too many issues, way too many problems, and even a bull run, if that creates instability, which it can with the SEC via their court case with the BSC, if that creates instability, that is going to impact your charts. This is another reason why people don't want to launch on BSC. Ethereum is where it's going to be. In my opinion, I think it's going to be a layer 2, so it'll be Ethereum with cheaper fees, and that's exactly where we are. That's where we want to be. And after thinking it over a lot and talking with a lot of guys, we are all in agreement. This is exactly where we need to be. Ethereum layer 2, because that's what everyone's going to look for, because it will be the IT blockchain, and they want to have cheaper fees, and that's where we are. And then with the technology, like me and Shaun been talking about, this is where we're going to tell everybody, hey, listen, even if there was to be an issue, we lock it in with our technology, the technology of the blockchain.
Yep. Yeah, I second that too. I was with you. I was holding out for as long as possible, just thinking that BSC would rebound when all the people started flooding back in from the last bull market. They would go back to what they know, which is BSC. So yeah, but at a certain point, I mean, I think we all agreed that we saw the writing on the wall, that it was time to make a move. Everyone kind of always kind of defaults back to ETH. It's the one that everyone just always goes back to. So yeah, we're definitely making the right decision, but it was a tough decision because I was right there with Joe. I was 100% with him that BSC was coming back. I mean, I was willing to bet everything on it. And but again, at a certain point, it's not about being right. It's about making sure you get it right. And I think we're doing that with this move. And let's see. I think we got a question right here I want to address. So I'm in the burn pool. Are my new tokens automatically staying burn? And also, where are the rewards coming from? So burn staking will be coming from what you're seeing on the screen right here. They're going to be coming from the DEX. I want to say the burn stokers are getting 10%. Keep in mind, anyone that's a part of any one of the burn pools, if you no longer want to be and you want your tokens back to you, instead of going to the burn staking, shoot me a DM on Telegram and we'll make that happen. So yeah, you don't have to continue, but it will be from the DEX. I want to say I have a sheet that's for the NFTs, but it kind of applies to burn staking too, kind of going over what the rewards can actually look like being part of the ecosystem. So yeah, it will be coming back from the DEX. But if you decide it's not something you want to do anymore, we can give you them back. You just have to let me know. So anyone that's a burn staker that wants their tokens back rather than to be a burn staker on the blockchain, just shoot me a DM and we'll get that taken care of.
We have another question from Bill Joe Brick. He says, since we're not launching Infinion at blockchain launch, will that affect our pairing? I.e., tokens will be paired 1-to-1 at launch, but if it's 1 to 1.05 when our tokens get launched, will that negatively impact our token?
No, it's definitely not negative. We just won't be on it from day one. But the second we pair, we'll start getting the same value as every other token. We just won't be there day one. So it's not. I guess you can say if it takes 30 days to launch a token, we're going to lose out on those 30 days that the blockchain was appreciating. But on that day 31, I guess you can say when we launch, we would just continue getting portions of the blockchain at that point. So yeah, it's not a negative or anything like that launching later on. Like I guess you could say any token that launches later on than day one, it's not negative. They just miss out on the fees from when the launch happened. Yep.
And then we got one from FDES. He says, are the staked Operation Phoenix tokens already transferred to Infinion and wallet?
So no, they're not staked yet. So I believe I believe the way to say it is he's going to be launching the token Marquez on layer 1 here shortly and then bridging over to our chain. But you'll get your airdrop. So if you have them staked, they're going to read that and then airdrop you the new tokens. So yeah, just leave everything as is and just wait for the airdrop.
And then we have another thing we want to show everybody here today.
Yep.
So a lot of people have been asking about the merch, and I mean, we'll start off with this right off the gate. This looks absolutely clean.
So the team that we use too, that's designing it, they're doing an awesome job. I also gave them free reign to like make some unique concepts to like play around with our logo and do different things. So there's going to be a lot of like unique and cool merch coming out other than just our standard logo. We didn't want to just have like, the logo that you see right there on a million different things. We actually let them play with it and redesign it and do a whole bunch of cool things just to make some really cool merchandise. And as you can see, that shirt right there, or that hoodie, that's an Adidas. So I think it's going to be Under Armour, Adidas, and Champion. So 3 of your bigger brands are going to be fully licensed, fully legal to be able to sell it on those brands. So it's going to be really cool. Yep. There you go. I'm definitely gonna be buying me up some merch. So it's just a quick look. I have a lot more screenshots, but I just wanted to share a couple of them so you guys can see it. That should be going live fairly soon. And I think we're going to be getting 55% back to Infinion of the profits from the merch. So we're getting a really big kickback. And yes, Adidas, nice. Yep, that is Adidas.
Don't worry about it, Jesus. It ain't like SafeMoon where they call the tags are cut off and it's some like dollar store stuff. It's like legit real stuff by Adidas. I would put the other brands. There's
Champion and Adidas, Under Armour.
And Under Armour, that was the one.
Obviously, Under Armour's my brand. So the second they said that, they had me sold. Like that's who we were using. And again, fully licensed. Everything that we're selling with these brands on it are licensed to be sold through them with those brands. So it isn't knockoffs and it isn't anything being done illegally. It's 100% licensed through them to be able to sell it with our brand on it. So really cool.
The cool thing I like about this a lot is it's starting to be wintertime, and this is just like perfectly in time for winter.
Oh, I'm gonna live in this hoodie. I'm gonna have it on all the time.
And I'm a big sucker for like something in the arms. I like the way it says Infinion on the arms and whatnot. It's so clean. That is clean.
I do like that.
It's on one arm, and the other side has the Adidas logo. That's awesome.
So yeah, guys, it's all coming together. Blockchains, technically, if we wanted to go live with the blockchain today, we could. But again, not ready. The DEX has to get finished. Still a couple legal things we're taking care of and getting everything. There should be some sweatpants to match. There should be some. If not, I'll make sure they get on that to get some. But yeah, guys, everything's getting lined up. This is really coming together. The raise is slowly starting to gain momentum, which again is how you do it. If you're raising what we're raising. It's not something that happens overnight. This isn't a meme play, but yeah, guys, everything is looking great, and I am super excited for that blockchain to launch.
And Jesus, to anyone out there that used to be involved in SafeMoon, you got to understand we went from concept of token to launching our blockchain in about around a year. There was no waiting period, there was no crazy waiting period. There was no time that we went dark on you. We've been doing these Infinion Fridays / Phoenix Fridays, just about every single Friday, giving you guys as much information as humanly possible. Literally telling you play by play exactly what we're looking to do, exactly what we're looking to do moving forward, and exactly what we already did. And a lot of projects out there don't really have this level of communication, but this level of communication, I think, also is what separates us. And we're not looking to slow it down once we get into the bull market and we have live streams for thousands of people, whether it's current Infinion token holders or if it's blockchain, people that have tokens on our blockchain via tokens that launch on our blockchain. We're still going to be here because we want to definitely let you guys know what we're looking to do.
Yep. Yep.
We have a question from Jay Boogie. He says, "Token will launch. How long after the blockchain launch? Will the blockchain launch in the next 30 to 60 days?"
It should, if everything goes to plan. Like I said, we got to finish up the decks. We're taking care of couple legal things to make sure that everything's on the up and up as far as legality goes, and then we'll be ready to go. So yeah, we should be. I've been saying 30 to 45 days, but yeah, 30 to 60 days is a very workable time frame for the blockchain to be live, and the token should definitely be live before the end of the year. Kind of all depends on the raise. Joe, talking about I guess how far we've come. Excuse me. So the first, like you said, the idea of this was born over a year ago. 6 months ago, we launched our token. Within 3 months, we had an entire ecosystem built out, from a launch pad to a DEX to a token builder. And then 3 months after that, now we have a fully formed blockchain built from scratch, ready to go. A lot of people that tell you it takes 2 years to build a blockchain, it does not. It does not cost $7 million to build a blockchain, like some people will lead you to believe. But yeah, that's kind of why we did this. I think a big part of why we did this is because we wanted to bring something real to the DeFi market and to the holders. And for the first time, they're going to see what happens with a blockchain or with a token when majority of the revenue and income coming back gets kicked back to that token. Now, there's nothing wrong with Solana or Base or anyone for them keeping all those fees for themselves. They're not scamming anyone or anything like that. It's their company. It's their product. They can spend their funds and their profits how they see fit. So I'm by no means bad mouthing any other blockchain, but you are going to see what a blockchain looks like when the vast majority, over half of the revenue at least, is going to be getting kicked back to the ecosystem, one way, shape, or form, whether it's to the blockchain, whether it's to the native token, whatever it may be. And we're going to actually see it right up, because we got burned like everyone else. And our whole goal here is to build something real that everyone can get behind. And so far, we've been successful, and we're going to continue doing that. Operation Phoenix was basically, said it before, was basically a proof of concept to what we're going to be doing with this blockchain, to show everyone what we can do, what we're capable of, and what it's going to look like. So that was just, again, Operation Phoenix was just a teaser compared to what's going to be happening with Infinion.
And the crazy thing is, a lot of people, this has always been our goal. Our goal was to have the blockchain. Our goal was to launch and let everyone know. We got a lot of pushback from SafeMoon holders, and some SafeMoon holders say, "You know what? I'll try over here because at least I'm going to go with the guy who's been fighting against people stealing in DeFi since day one." And to those people that are still in the community, we do appreciate you. And for those SafeMoon holders that, let's say, saw what happened with John and will come in the next bull run, they're going to see the difference. They're going to see two dualities: a duality in which John rugged and lost his company and got bought out, the IP got bought out, doing whatever, and a duality where me, Joe, and Mark and the rest of the guys, we said we can do it better, we can do it more efficiently, and here we are. Here all of us are. And guys like Shaun and Mark, Matt, Mike, these guys, you guys don't really understand how much these guys bust their butt. I mean, they go crazy just to create what you're looking at here today. All of this is because of their countless hours of work. I mean, I could go on 4 a.m. on the Telegram and they're talking about stuff about this blockchain, about doing work and whatnot, 24/7, all not nonstop since the inception of Operation Phoenix, which is now Infinion. So it's humbling to be here, and I really do appreciate this opportunity, and I cannot wait to prove the haters wrong and have them join us, because they ain't about. And we don't really have that many photos, unfortunately. I wish we did, because it'd be more fun. But for those that do look at us negatively, it's going to be impossible to continue doing that when we become, in my opinion, the IT blockchain. Oh, when we become a blockchain that they have a token that they're looking to launch on. Because at the end of the day, business is business for a lot of these people, even for the everyday average Joe that wants to buy in DeFi. And they say, you know what, that Joe guy, I don't like him now, but hey, listen, there's a token launching on Infinion. And by the way, Infinion, they're appreciating asset. Yeah, maybe I'll get myself some of that too. Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So it's really exciting. Codename Moon, you're right. Codename Moon. Codename Moon was such an ingenious idea, by the way. Shaun, man. God,
well, we did have haters back then, codename Moon. I mean, I can't tell you how many DMs I got, but I mean, we made ourselves above reproach. They've all gone away. There's literally nothing you can accuse us of over this entire 6 months of being anything even the slightest bit out of whack, shady, whatever you want to say. So yeah, we don't have many haters because again, there's nothing that they can actually hate on. We've delivered around every single corner. Not only that, but we literally spent the money that we make from our marketing company to build this blockchain. We didn't even use user funds to build this blockchain again. And we've designed it to be above reproach. We want everyone to know that we're serious and we mean business. Because yeah, when I first started, because I promoted the hell out of Codename Moon on my Twitter. Was I getting DMs from everyone, from Safe Moon calling me a scammer, telling and then it actually made it worse once people found out Joe was involved. So it got even crazier. But again, where are all those people? They're gone because there's nothing that they can accuse us of. Period. Again, everything is by the book that we do.
Hey guys, once again, if you guys have any final questions, make sure to ask your final questions. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, little notification bell. Normally you do Infinion on Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was impromptu because we really want to show off some of the cool things that's happening. We want to show off as fast as possible because one, it's cool. Two, we can show it to you. And three, we're looking forward to you using it and everybody else. Godzilla. Coffeezilla. It's funny. He follows me on Twitter. I think eventually he might maybe make a video, but it's gonna be really hard to talk negative on somebody in a bull market, and this is why he only does it for the most part. In my opinion, he does it during the red market. He'll talk bad about crypto, and in the green market of crypto, he'll talk bad about like other stuff because it's really hard to tell people, "Hey, crypto's a scam. Don't buy it when people are making money left and right." So he's a pretty smart kid as far as that. But I don't know. Maybe he would, maybe he won't. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And if he looks into it, like Shaun said, the funds that normally companies would pocket or people would take and put in their pocket, we're putting this towards this because this is how much we believe in not only this technology, but this community, the people in it, and the people that have gotten screwed by Safe. We want to show you guys. We want to show you the redemption arc of that. And that is what this is. Infinion is not only the redemption arc for Safe Moon holders, it's the redemption arc for those in DeFi that have gotten screwed over. Tell them, Web3. Get them. So, yeah, no, he has seasons.
I'm muted. Yep. So Web3, that's actually our designer. So what you see on the screen, that's 100% him. Pretty much gave him free reign. I'm not a designer. Joe's not a designer. We just gave him free reign to do his thing, and it's coming out amazing. Yep. So again, just one step closer.
Once again, guys, I just want to let you know, hit the subscribe button. Like Web3 said, we're going to be ending this right now. Shaun has some stuff he got to do. I got some stuff I got to do, guys. But if you have any questions, get ready for Infinion Friday, this Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Squidgrow Joe. This is DeFi Shaun. You guys have a good one.